Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, Fire District 5 maintains Walla Walla County's emergency response capability with their levy renewal, while the fire chief believes your emergency services need your vote. Then, staff training at Kennewick's proposed sex offender facility raises safety concerns after a town hall meeting leaves people with more questions than answers. And Kennewick gets a visit from the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. Their centennial celebration continues at the Toyota Center.
And from Ellensburg to Tri-Cities, we had some sunshine. Clouds are starting to roll in and some much-needed rain is on the way. Apple Valley News Now at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here for the news at 5. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is off tonight. First at 5, the Walla Walla Fire District 5 levy renewal is on the ballot this special election on February 10th. Since 1990, the Walla Walla County Fire District 5 levy has been a steady presence, renewed every 6 years to keep vital emergency services running smoothly. Fire Chief Mike Wickstrom shares the importance of this renewal, emphasizing it's not a new tax, but a continuation of trusted support. The chief explains that this levy is the backbone of the county's EMS system.
Majority of our calls are EMS driven. And so this would be, close to almost half of our EMS delivery, so we would have to make changes in how we provide our service to the community if this doesn't pass.
Wickstrom says the renewal would stay at 50 cents per $1,000 of property value. In Pasco, voters will decide this February whether to renew a school levy that helps fund programs not fully paid for by the state. The school district is asking voters to approve an educational programs and operations replacement levy. District leaders say it's not a new tax, but a renewal of the current levy that expires at the end of 2026. If approved, the 4-year levy would run from 2027 through 2030 with a projected rate of about $2.17 per $1,000 of assessed property value. The levy helps fund programs like athletics, fine arts, school safety, and academic activities, generating about $35 million a year, while also allowing the district to receive more than $14 million in state levy equalization assistance.
The outcome of those dollars is intended to truly reflect what the community values. So those things that we love about our school district, that's what the money goes towards.
District leaders say levy and state equalization funds together make up about 10% of Pasco's operating budget, supporting staff and student programs across the district. All right, Stacy Lee is here with us now talking weather.
That's
How's
right.
it looking out there tonight?
Well, we had that chilly sunshine this morning. Temperatures were a little bit warmer, as you may have noticed, but things are changing tonight. Let's take a look outside in Yakima. There are the clouds. It's starting to get a little gloomy again as we have 3 incoming systems to the region. So right now, 36 in Yakima. Temperatures are going to drop pretty rapidly now that the sun is going down. The winds are light at 6 miles per hour. Your feels like temp is 31, so it's chilly outside. Definitely want to grab a coat this evening. Look at our temperatures around the region, already down below freezing here in the foothills of the Blues. Hermiston, a chilly 33. And those temperatures they drop even more. Here comes that moisture. This is the first of 3 quick, small systems bringing some much needed rain. However, with these chilly temperatures, roads could get icy overnight tonight and on Thursday morning. So you want to be very safe as you head out. Look at these lows once again down in the 20s. So very, very chilly as we move ahead. Again, once the sunlight goes away, check out our temperatures dropping into the 20s and 30s by 8, 9, and 10 o'clock tonight. So look for a wintry mix in some regions tonight. Slick roads, especially on our bridges. Much needed rain and some mountain snow. I'll tell you how much we're getting there. Temperatures on the rise, and we've got a mild weekend ahead. Lots to talk about in that full weather forecast. Wendy?
All right, thank you so much, Stacy. A devastating house fire northwest of Prosser has left a home in ruins. Around 11 o'clock last night, West Benton firefighters responded to a blaze near King Tull Road. The resident escaped, we're told, but was injured and taken for medical evaluation. Firefighters battled the flames through the night, and while the fire is out, the site may smolder for days. The cause remains under investigation. Now to a story we have been following for you of a plan to turn a central Kennewick home into housing for registered level 3 sex offenders. Hundreds of residents got their first glimpse of the proposed home's operator last night at a town hall at Highlands Middle School. Tensions flared between community members and the program's operator, Joe Field, who also operates an LRA-type home in Walla Walla. Field told residents that the house will have sufficient security measures such as ankle monitors and 24/7 surveillance. But concerned neighbors disagreed, saying there is nothing that would make them feel comfortable about living next to the proposed home.
Everybody here agrees that this is wrong. A 19-year-old who is just coming into adulthood, who's working a 9 to 5, who's paying her taxes, should not have to be here telling grown men that this is wrong.
Several other agencies answered questions during the nearly 3-hour-long town hall, including the Washington Department of Social and Health Services, Department of Corrections, and Kennewick Police. Tonight on the News at 6, we'll give you a full rundown of the meeting and what community members are now saying. One of the topics brought up in the town hall meeting was the issue of training. People wanted to know what kind of training the staff at the proposed offender home would have. One of the speakers addressed Joe Field, the program director of the home in Walla Walla, about the necessary training his staff will have when it comes to working with and monitoring offenders at the Kennewick residence. The response Field gave did not sit well with many members of the community.
What kind of equipment training do they have to go through before these officers can get there to restrain them?
So all my staff have been working in the same field for quite a while, right? That's the training is working in the field. There is no training. I'm a social worker. Like for chaperoning, they're trained by the RCTT team for chaperoning. But as far as a school training, there's no such thing. So working in the field is the experience and training, and they've been working in the field quite a long time.
What's RCTT?
Apple Valley News Now investigates found while the Washington State DOC typically requires completion of specific training for safety and security, sex offender treatment programs, and how to supervise and monitor offenders, there's no clear indication if these programs will be required at the proposed location in Kennewick. It is also important to note the state requires staffers who are in transitional housing to be classified as residential rehabilitation counselors, but we don't know yet the classification for, again, this housing in Kennewick. We are also working to find out all of those training requirements for you as well, so stay with us. On the national front now, the latest fatal shooting by federal agents in Minneapolis has increased the odds of a government shutdown. Some Democrats now refusing to support funding for the Department of Homeland Security, while Republicans need bipartisan support to keep several key government agencies open. Brian Abel is in Washington, D.C. now with the latest.
Escalating tensions between the community and federal immigration authorities in Minneapolis now creating a battle over government funding on Capitol Hill. That could lead to a partial shutdown.
What we're witnessing right now is it's completely out of control.
The fatal shooting of Alex Preddy by federal agents appears to be the tipping point for some Democrats who are vowing to withhold votes on an appropriations package for multiple government agencies, including the Departments of Defense, Transportation, and Homeland Security, unless DHS reins in its immigration enforcement actions.
We need systemic changes here before we move forward with the appropriations.
The Democratic caucus calling for DHS funding to be separated from the other funding bills.
Take up DHS by itself. Let's have an honest negotiation, put some guardrails on what's going on, some accountability, and that would solve this problem. We don't have to have a shutdown.
The White House, so far, isn't on board.
Policy discussions on immigration in Minnesota are happening. Look, the president is leading those discussions, but that should not be at the expense of government funding for the American people.
If all Senate Republicans vote yes, they need at least 8 Democrats to join them to get the funding passed. But if the sides cannot come together by midnight Friday, once again, thousands of government workers across agencies, from the Pentagon to air traffic controllers to TSA, will be impacted. In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
This comes as some lawmakers are pushing for guardrails, such as agents wearing body cameras, in a funding measure for DHS. Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir reports on new video emerging out of Minneapolis as President Trump pulls out the border control commander, plus the new storm threat on the way. And making a difference tonight, the Harlem Globetrotters are bringing their world-famous show to Kennewick, and this year the visit comes with extra meaning. This year marks the team's 100th anniversary of entertaining fans worldwide. Philadelphia native Mark Splash Blunt joins the celebration, known for his long-range 4-point shots. The team continues its century-old tradition of combining athletic skill with community connection.
When you put on that jersey, it's more than just about yourself. It's about the people that's, sitting in the stands. So back then, I always wondered, what was my purpose to be here, even on this earth? And for me, it's to make people smile.
Blunt joined the Globetrotters in 2021 and works with the Caring People Alliance in Philadelphia when not on tour. He says fans can expect his signature countdown and connection with the crowd. The team was founded by Abraham Michael Saperstein during the segregated era. Tickets remain available at the Toyota Center in Kennewick. Still ahead here on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, a major airline merger creates questions for airport travelers, the impact on Tri-Cities flights. And Stacy's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast as we leave you with these live looks from around our area. Stay with us.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck, heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We are here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
From our family at Bruce Heating and Air, New Year's isn't just a day, it's a moment of magic, reflection, and hope. Another year to bring comfort and care to the community we cherish most.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck, heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back, everybody. An airline merger is making waves nationwide, and it's sparking questions right here in the Tri-Cities. Allegiant Airlines has announced plans to acquire Sun Country Airlines in a billion-dollar merger that would create one of the country's largest low-cost leisure carriers. With Allegiant already flying out of Pasco, travelers are wondering if this could mean fewer flights, more destinations, or changes to ticket prices. Airport officials say mergers like this can sometimes lead to expanded service down the road. But for now, travelers flying out of Pasco can expect business as usual.
Allegiant's been a good partner of ours. They're growing by adding Orange County, which starts in a couple weeks. So I don't know yet if we will be a benefactor of the merger.
Taft says he doesn't think the merger will hurt the Tri-Cities Airport and isn't sure what this will do to Allegiant's network. But for now, he says this is good news for travelers. Turning to sports, where two 11-year-old girls from the Tri-Cities represented the United States in the Judo Pan Am Championships. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable tells us more about their successful trip to Peru.
Meet Amelia and Natalie, two 11-year-old girls who just happened to be ranked #1 in the country in judo for their age and weight classes. They both represented the United States at the Pan Am Championships in Peru.
The flight was long, but it was really fun. I got to meet a bunch of new people. It was really fun, yeah.
Both girls train at Tri-City Judo in Kennewick, who currently has 5 students ranked #1 in the U.S. Head sensei Robert Borish speaks highly of both girls and is proud of Amelia's 2 bronze medals.
She just excels at everything. She listens, she's coachable, she's got the gift. She's a great grappler. Her goal is she wants to make the Olympics someday. She's trained 2 trips to Japan to work out in Japan for 10 days at a time. She just gives her all. She's just fully committed, probably one of the best students I've ever had.
International competition is also a learning experience for the young athletes.
I feel like the girls there were better than most girls that I go against. I really liked how they were polite and they wouldn't get mad.
Natalie is all power, all business. She comes in and says, "What do you want me to work on?" They're both #1 in the country and they deserved it. They've been to the national tournaments, they've beaten everybody.
Of just 32 athletes that represented USA Judo at the championships, 2 of them coming from the Tri-Cities is an impressive accomplishment. And these girls are just getting started. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Just incredible, right? Well, in June, the 2026 USA Judo Junior Olympic National Championships will be held in Spokane, where Natalie and Amelia will look to defend their #1 rankings.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a look at our first alert radar. We're just starting to see the beginning of the system moving in. Much needed rain from Eugene to Salem, and eventually we'll start seeing the rain spread further to the east. So yes, first time we've seen some moisture in quite a while. 37 degrees right now. The feels like temp outside is 35 in Pasco tonight. Our sunset at 4:54. So get ready. A little bit of rain coming our way, but again, much needed. Temperatures are mostly above freezing, except for when you get closer to the foothills of the Blues, where we're already down to 31 in Walla Walla, 36 in Yakima. It's 31 in Ellensburg. Here's the system moving across. This is what comes in tonight through tomorrow morning. That one passes by, then the next one moves in, again bringing lots of rain to the west side, some much needed snow for our Cascade Mountains, and rain here in our lower elevations. We'll take a look at our future cast. We'll get out the old crystal ball and see what's going on with that. This is what we're really concerned with overnight tonight. This area in pink is showing mixed precipitation. It happens around 10 o'clock tonight, early tomorrow morning, and this could make some icy conditions on our roadways, and that rain will continue to fall as the temperatures drop. So areas of pink, especially here on I-90 between the Tri-Cities and the Spokane area, transitioning to snow in the early morning hours. So yeah, a little bit of active weather. It's fast moving and it's not going to hang out long. Mostly a break for us on Wednesday, but then we get into Thursday and we have another round coming, bringing more rain and much needed snow to those Cascade Mountains. A lot of rain to our area. So good news there on the wet front. Temperature wise, going to be chilly, and you can see right as that system starts to move in, we'll be down around the freezing level, which could cause icing on our bridges. Lots of bridges over the river. And again, as that cool air passes by on top and below, those bridges get very icy. So think about that on your morning commute. Any bridges, overpasses, and even culverts that you don't realize are there get icy. We're bumping up our snow totals right now. This is through Thursday. We could see anywhere from 3 to 8 inches. 3 inches along the pass, 8 inches in the upper elevations. Same thing at Snoqualmie and Blewett Pass. As far as the Blues goes, pretty good news there as well, getting a couple of inches there at Tollgate. So generally small shower chances will then continue in our area through Monday. So just be aware of that. Be careful tonight and your morning commute as those temperatures will be chilly and we are getting that moisture. Here's the 7-day planning forecast. Slight chances of rain, bigger chance on Thursday as that system is much stronger. And then into the weekend, slight chances of rain as we hit the first day of February on Sunday. Here's Yakima 30s. We bump up into the 40s, close to 50 by Monday with slight chances of rain throughout the weekend. So a little bit of that overcast gloominess coming back into the area. We're watching for that mixed precip in the Ellensburg area late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and then chances of rain continue right on through Sunday. Let's take a look at Walla Walla, where we finally get back to the 50s with some wet days on Thursday, Friday. Watch for some low-lying clouds and fog tomorrow morning in Walla Walla, and a mild weekend, just a little gloomy and overcast. And as we get into Hermiston, we'll also see some 50-degree temps. And by the way, February 1st is also National Bubble Gum Day. So I think we all need to chew some gum. Do your girls know how to blow bubbles yet?
No.
Hubba bubba. Get some
Not
hubba
yet.
bubba.
Not yet. That'll be a thing, I'm sure, once they start getting into it.
I remember it was quite the accomplishment to blow bubbles. So
yeah, that is true. So Friday's the day.
There you
All
go.
right. Well, coming up, essential supplies reach Barge Lincoln Elementary. Why school officials say the timing of this donation was especially meaningful.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Experience Las Vegas headliner and America's Got Talent sensation Terry Fader live at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. 2 fun shows, 1 epic night on Saturday, February 14th. The Pure Imagination Show brings comedy, music, and jaw-dropping ventriloquism together for a magical laugh-out-loud performance. Terry Fader brings a night of fun and laughs during this must-see show. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Pure Imagination is pure entertainment. See Terry Fader only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Kraken, Capitals. Coverage begins at 7 tonight on My Network TV.
School officials say a recent donation by MultiCare's Culture Committee is a reminder of what's possible when organizations step up. Last month, the organization delivered 4 carloads of food and hygiene products to Barge Lincoln Elementary, something they say came as many families are facing financial stress and food insecurity. Have an idea for the spotlight? Send it to us through any of our social media platforms or shoot us an email, news@applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, Stacy.
Still to come. We like to end on that high note, your reason to smile, when we come right back.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now are sponsored by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Nissan Kicks has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $309 per month lease on Kicks.
The 3 little pigs needed a home because their old one blew over, but every mortgage felt like another scam.
The big bad wolf offered a loan.
Our rates will blow you over.
Then came Wolf & Company Mortgage. More hot air. The pigs were about to give up, but then they found Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Very helpful and friendly. And a great rate that made sense.
Skip the wolves. Trust Yakima Federal Savings and Loan for your home loan. Visit yakimafed.com. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
I'm a real wild one. Some days are the fun days. The days you get to go wild. Which makes the Ford Ranger perfect for you. Made to haul. Made for the trail. And made for any wild idea you've got. Get a wild deal on a Ranger today. Lease a 2025 Ford Ranger Super Crew 4x4 for just $279 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Home isn't just walls at a roof, it's where hope begins. With Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity, you can build that home together with people who care. Our path to ownership is affordable and supportive, with education and partnership at every step. Wondering if you qualify? Fill out our online application. We are building in Benton and Franklin counties and in Walla Walla. Apply online today. Let's build the place you'll call home.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Nissan Kicks has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $309 per month lease on Kicks.
These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens.
I'm reporting in Kenwood. In Walla Walla.
Reporting from Granger. Our television station leads the way with local news you trust.
We are Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
Always on your side.
I will make sure that Morgan is not breaking anyone's.
Where are you going? To Snoop. A mid-air homicide? I will work this case for free. I don't mean that. That's just something people say.
And welcome back. Always like to end on a high note. Look at that, a beautiful fiery colors on a Monday morning. So good photo there from Stu Malloy. Thanks for sending that in. Keep those weather photos coming. Use that QR code right there on top of your screen. and send them in thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. All right, let's go over those quick headlines. Potential for icy roads overnight into the morning. We do have a little system moving through tonight. The good news is our temperatures are on the rise. We're going to see temps from 5 to 15 degrees warmer from Tuesday to Thursday. So that's good news there. But small shower chances all the way through next Monday. Tonight's the big one. And yes, finally, skiers get the poles and stuff out. A couple of inches of snow headed to the mountains. So it's about time.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
right? What a winter so far.
That's right.
All right, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Have a great night. We'll see you back here at 6.